First and 10. Here's McCarthy. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now a stretch play. Running right. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. Gray brought in motion. To the air on third down is McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Throwing is Williams. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best.
They'll run on second down. He finds some room across the 25. Big run here. He's tackled beyond the 35-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. This is caught down that right sideline. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Detroit. Not going for two, they'll kick the point after. It's up and through. And the Lions move further out in front. It is now 17-0. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this one with a three tight end look. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. He keeps it himself. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. A gain there of 27 yards.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Off play action, he'll set up to throw. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Still on the move. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Lions. Now, the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Lions are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He connects with Gray on that one. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. And that is incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. They'll go. Here's McCarthy. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Throwing on second down, Williams. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. Quick throw here is complete. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. The Lions going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This one from 54 yards out. And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. That's caught! And he will score! Touchdown, Vikings! Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. The kick is good. And the Vikings try to climb back into this one. It's now 24-7. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here is Bell on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Drive will start on the ground, and he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one. They'll go play action here with Williams. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
Every team understands the value of generating explosive plays, but there's a flip side. The quarterback can only hold the ball so long with how good these teams are rushing the passer. So when you can check the ball down short and gain all the yards after the catch, man, what a weapon for an offense.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
They'll stay on the ground. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
You're starting to see a back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. They'll stick with him again. He is in. Touchdown, Detroit. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. He's going to look for the home run ball. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Play action now, it's McCarthy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And the Vikings are going to have first and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2. The Lions call their first timeout. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it'll lead to a second and goal. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Now here's second and goal. Gray brought in motion. On second down, here's McCarthy. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
Gray brought in motion. They'll try to run this one in. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. On is Santos for the PAT. He's got it, and the Vikings are able to edge a bit closer.
Vikings 14. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here is Bell on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
Let's give credit where credit's due. Defensively, finding yourself down by this much at this stage of the game, they could just pack it in. They could say, all right, this one's over. We're moving on to next week. They're continuing to play hard. They're continuing to get after the quarterback, and nice start to this drive.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down sack, 2nd down big play attempt falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. This time they stay on the ground. So we have hit halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Here is Bell on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The 3rd quarter begins with a run. Room to run at the 40. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. In motion, it's Jefferson. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he will go all the way. Danny Gray. Touchdown, Vikings. Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point
Little play action here with McCarthy. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
Vikings 22.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here is Bell on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 40-yard line.
Williams in motion. He finds Bell. That's caught. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
A handoff as they try to run it here. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
The tackle at the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. The defense all over the little quick pass attempt, and they run him down for no gain on that one.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. Open man, left side, he's got it. 2nd time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Now a handoff, running right. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Lions. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
On first down, here's McCarthy. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Throwing on second down is McCarthy. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Gray brought in motion. On third and long, here's McCarthy. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that second foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver. There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around when it falls incomplete.
I think you just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
You let this go deep for Jefferson. And he will score. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2. Gray brought in motion. Now give on the ground. And he's going to get into the end zone. For the moment, it's 2 points, but there is a flag down on the field. Now a bit further back, they're still going to try for 2. From the gun, here's McCarthy. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here is Bell on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. It is caught left side by St. Brown.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
On second down, it's Williams. Right back to St. Brown. They connect again. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. A toss left side, caught by his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Quick throw, taken in. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
So back and forth they go as we... They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. A handoff here, up the middle, and he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Vikings.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. A 1st down there on a gain of 12. The big guys are on. Jumbo set here for 1st and goal. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here now, 2nd down and goal. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Now the try for an extra point. His kick is good. And the Lions will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And this will be incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 70 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Throwing again is That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
On the bootleg, it's Williams. Oh, a man open right side. He's got him. And he will his second touchdown tonight. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They motion the slot man left. They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They'll send him over to the left. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 33 yards. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Over the top, he's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Santos for the extra point. He's got it. And the Vikings are able to cut into the deficit.
Vikings 41.
Down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. To the ground, a 1st down run. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
The tight end going in motion to the left. A run now on 2nd down. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
On 3rd and 2, it's Williams. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead.
And he will score again. Touchdown, Detroit. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. Now a shot here, deep middle. He's got it. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
They simply just don't have an answer for this guy defensively, Mike. I mean, regardless of who they put on him in man coverage or the type of zone coverage they try to capture him with, they simply can't slow him down, and we've already seen it here today. A fair share of big...
And that is Hunt in the end zone. He's in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. The offense staying put. They will go for 2.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
To throw is McCarthy. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Vikings 49.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That's a big risk in this situation here, Mike. They're hoping to catch him by surprise, but now when you fail, the other team is able to not only have a short field, they got a chance to extend their lead.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is Hunt. What a throw. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Lions. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved his defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That is caught! And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
Quick throw here is complete. And the tackle is made at about the 6.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2. To the air once more is McCarthy. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. In trouble, and down he goes. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this 4th quarter. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Working across the field, completes this one to Hopkins. This has been bizarre. From 2nd and a mile, a huge gain, but still short of a 1st down.
So often, sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
They'll indeed go. It's Williams. Open man, left side. He's got it. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. Williams to the air once more. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. Vikings are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So it's a win here for the Lions. They get the victory away from home in the division, which is so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time